Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lindenwood Lynx Arena here at the campus of Lindenwood University, Belleville, Illinois. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube, or if you're tuning in on LBTV, Charter Spectrum Channel 989, St. Clair and Clinton counties. I'm Sean Michael, alongside Corinthian neighbors. We are here live at Lynx Arena for our broadcast of Lindenwood Women's Volleyball. Lindenwood's women's volleyball team will be taking on
the Lady Lynx.
They'll be taking on
Columbia
College Cougars. Thank you, Corinthian, for doing that. That was a tongue twister. Thank you for helping me out on that one.
It is.
So, Corinthian, we have a 12th ranked national team in the NAIA in Columbia College Cougars. What do you expect from this game? We have a late start. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for that.
Yes.
We have a late start from this game. The JV game prior to this went a full 5 in their set. So we starting a little late here today. We expect tip-off in about a minute or so. But Corinthian, what do you expect from this game here this evening?
Well, so a little background for both for the Columbia College Cougars, or the Cougars, I should say. They are a fairly new team, but they are ranked pretty high, and they are 10-2, so they're going to have some good experience, and they're really hardworking. But I predict that it's going to be a really good game because this Lynx team is very determined, and they're coming off a 2-win streak right now, so the momentum is there.
Well, we can't call it a 2-win streak yet. They won 2 in a row.
Yes.
So when we win 3 in a row, that's when they say, as in Major League, the movie Major League, it's now a winning streak.
Yes.
So we are set to have the starting lineups read by public address announcer Charlie Mager. And like Corinthian said, the Lindenwood Lynx are on a 2-game winning roll here.
Yes.
Two wins in a row here. I almost caught myself saying it there. Previous to that, they lost 2 games back-to-back. And then last win was against Kentucky Christian University in Chicago, Illinois, in the tournament that they had there. We'll step aside here as Charlie Mager gets set to have the starting lineups ready for both these teams. We'll now give it to Charlie Mager.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's contest between the Columbia University Cougars and your Lindenwood Lady Lynx. Lindenwood Belleville of the American Midwest Conference and the NAIA are committed to promoting career-driven intercollegiate athletics. The NAIA champions of character programming, our student athletes, coaches, officials, and fans to demonstrate at all times what character truly means in a competitive arena. Please refrain from using profanity as you support your team. The NAIA encourages respect between opponents and sportsmanship in all contests. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Those are the starting lineups for both these teams, the Cougars and the Lady Lynx. Lady Lynx wearing their white uniforms with the maroon stripes down the sleeves of the uniforms and the black shorts as well. The Cougars of Columbia College wearing their navy blues uniforms with the white stripe down the side and the looks like the black shorts as well. Corinthian, we have a great matchup set. Number 12,
You certainly do.
Columbia College Cougars, and then with Belleville Lady Lynx.
Yes, yes, indeed. It's going to be very electrifying tonight. This is a fairly new team. If you haven't heard the news, they recently went through a new coach this past year, a few months ago, and they only had 2 returners for this team who made it to the NAIA finals last night versus Park University. And so this team is really fairly new, but they are 10-2 for a reason, so something is going right with them. So
Indeedly so. We shall see how this game continues forward. Best of 5 sets. Last set would be to 15 if we get that far.
must win by 2.
Must win by 2 on every game. Each team 2 timeouts per match. Per game, rather, not per match. The match,
Yeah, so we're going to...
Looks like Lindenwood will start off with the first serve to kick start this contest. Lindenwood will be from the right.
To it.
Columbia College Cougars on over to the left of our viewing area. Here we go to start this game off between the Cougars and the Lynx. The opening serve for the Lynx was number 11, Shelby Say. Lynx look to get the first spike in, and it's just out of bounds. So the Cougars will be first on the board with 1-0.
Yes, powerful hit from Caitlin Weiss, but it just went too far out.
Libero for the Lynx will be number 4, Emily Schouler. And libero for the Columbia College Cougars, number 2, Shelby Meyer. You can see them in the off-color uniforms on their respective sides as this spike by Brianna Webb goes right into the net. So the Cougars are up 2-0. Right away, you see the Lynx with a hit out of bounds and a hit into the net. I hope this isn't the story by the end of this game.
Hope not, hope not. And like I said, this team is very, very experienced, very accomplished as a volleyball school. A lot of wins. And that goes out of bounds for the Cougars, and then Lindenwood Lynx now have 1 point on the board. And we have number 4, Emily Schaller, who is serving for Lindenwood Lynx.
Alana Renner back into the game as she came out for the libero Schaller. Little tap on over the net there, saved by Webb. Shea sets it up. Excuse me, Say. I had that right the first time, and that spike is down hard.
Powerful spike from number 9, Diana Shimrowski, senior, 6'1", from Rockville, Florida. Nice. Is that right? Yeah, that is right.
That's right indeed, and now the Lynx look to get on the leading side of the board, but they just cannot do so right there. The spike, too powerful from number 20, Jay Garrett, right there from the back row, as a matter of fact. So
yes.
the Cougars regain the lead. It's 3-2.
Great effort, though. Great effort. Alrighty. Number 16 serving for the Cougars.
Branson with the serve there. Lynx a little trouble here, and that one's going to fall down and out of bounds on the Lynx side. So it's 4-2. Cougars, who this is their biggest tie for the biggest lead that they had thus far in this game 1.
Yes.
This 5-game set. So Branson will serve again, and she does a nice job. So here, the Lynx Garrett trying to get it out of her end does so.
So we got some fakes going, and the dig was not successful by Garrett.
So it's 5-2 now for the Cougars.
And I think after this set, I can have a pretty good visualization of how this game's gonna go.
That one by Branson is out of bounds, so now a substitution being made now for the Lynx. So the Lynx now get that point back. 5-3 the score now. Brianna Webb going to take the serve here for the Lynx.
And she is the powerhouse for the Lynx. She is their most powerful hitter, I believe, and she is very, very...
Schaller, a good dig there, but unfortunately, number 13, Alana Renner, cannot save that one at the net. So once again, a 2-to-1 ratio lead here for the Cougars. They lead 6-3.
Yes, it's just back and forth right now. Just, certain points here and there. Just a rough start for the Lynx, but now they're trying to get their rhythm. Nice dig from Simrowski.
Lynx trying to get that ball over into the weak hole. Very good job of doing so right there. Jaden Fitzgerald, 15 fresh into the game right there.
And that's a great target, too, if you saw that. She aimed right for where the no defendants were at, and they decided to let that go. Yeah, a little lazy there.
Jada Reese now with a serve from the middle of the court in the back, up close to that line on the serve, but getting a nice dig right there. Meyer, the libero. That's what she's supposed to do. But her team cannot help her out there. It was a good block at the front of the net right there by the Lynx defenders. Makes it a 6-5 game, and the Lynx, again, one serve away from tying this match.
And this is a very strong effort from the Lynx from, going up to number 12 team in the NAIA polls.
Spike is blocked, but it goes out of bounds, so it will be a point for the Cougars right there. It was a good block, but unfortunate, just couldn't get the ball luck there for the Lynx.
Powerful. I mean, crushed right through the defenders. Great hit from the Cougars.
Now, this is a player that we're told to watch out for pregame. Kirsten Anderson with the serve for the Columbia College Cougars here. Their team's best player now on the serve. And right there getting the wrong handle, Escudero had a tough time with that serve and controlling it. And so it's 8-5 now.
Yes. And, again with Anderson, she is a senior from Springfield, Illinois, and she is their leader. She's one of the two returners for the Columbia Cougars from last year's championship run, which they fell short to the Pirate Universities.
Escudero a little too strong on that third hit, and it goes out of bounds, and so Anderson again will have a chance to go double up on this lead for her squad, and spike too powerful there for the Lynx, and it becomes 10-5. Renner too strong on that spike. Aim for a good area just on the line, but just a little over it.
Yes.
Had too much mustard on it.
Here we go. Great dig, number 5.
Schaller gets it right on over.
Great set.
Cougars look to attack, and they do so. Make it 11-5.
11-5.
They say 11-6 on the scoreboard, but that score is not correct.
They should fix it in a little while. Hopefully they catch it. Great dig. And it touches the pole on the volleyball net, which rewarding a point to the Cougars. And that is a rule. If you guys don't really know the rules of volleyball, there are 2 poles sticking out at the top of the net, and if you hit one of those, then, the point goes to the other team. Kirsten Anderson with another serve, powerful serve. Moving forward, the libero for Lynx saves it. Great dump, but not strong enough.
Just out of bounds. Oh, had a good idea right there.
Yes, just a hair too far.
Scoreboard still says it's 13-6, but it's 13-5. We have here on our. I could have sworn. I don't think it's.
Well, let's hope we didn't get anything wrong. And they are.
It's 14-5 the score now.
There is now a timeout. So maybe they might fix the scoreboard after this timeout, or they might realize it.
Looks like the official is talking to the scorers table right now. It says 14-6 on our scoreboard here, but I'm pretty sure it's 14-5. As much as I want the Lynx to get that extra point, I don't believe it's 14-6.
Yes, we're all about being fair. Woo. My. So, just we got a quick little 50-second timeout, just a little heads up. So, the Cougars are really good. They had their most winningest coach last year step down from the position, and now they have a new coach, Alan Jones-Olsen, who is now the new head coach, and she has a lot of accolades to her. She's hoping to turn this team around and go for that national championship again for the NAIA division, and I think it's really amazing. But it is sad, that the best coach for their program, the Cougars, had to step down for reasons unknown to go and coach high school. All right, we're now going back to the game. The score has still yet to be changed. It's still 6-14. Maybe we missed something. All right, number 4, Anderson is serving for the Cougars.
And so here we go again off the restart. Lynx look to take advantage of that timeout. Good touch, good recovery, and just unfortunate there. Good block and good wall structure by the Cougars at the net right there to keep the ball on that side.
And that was just a powerful block, like with ease.
Just got a text from Charlie Mager, who's the public address announcer here. He's also doing stats. He says he's also got 15-5 the score. Right into the net, trying to be saved, and the Lynx are in trouble here in this first game. 16-5 the score.
Yes. At first it was back and forth, but now the Cougars are just running away with it right now. It's just very, very, it's getting kind of scary out here, y'all. It's getting kind of scary. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
That ball now out of bounds, so now it is officially 16-6.
16-7. We still don't know where this extra point is coming from, but we're just going to leave it alone for right now. Hopefully it doesn't get brought up later on if it is a factor. Very strong serve for number 13, Atlanta Renner. Goes right into the net. 7-17. The Cougars are up by 10. And we have number 17 for the Columbia Cougars, Jaqueline Silva. That is
point for the Cougars right there to make it 18-6.
And I'm sorry for whoever's watching this if the score is misleading, but we're trying to get our best to get the proper score, if that is a proper score.
Lynx just having a little trouble here in this first game right there. Bad return by Fitzgerald. Had it hit off her hands the wrong way.
And we have number 17, Jacqueline Silva.
Jacqueline Silva
from Brazil. And her serves are just a little bit too much for the Lady Lynx tonight. They just can't seem to stop that ball coming. Yeah, it's getting sad. It's 7-20. Oh, and it does not make it over for a third time. It is now, well, I guess 8-20 right now, with the Cougars up by 12. We have some substitutions coming in. We have Garrett and Webb coming in. Garrett is going to serve for the Lindenwood Lynx right now. And let's see if we can turn this around. And we're off. Ooh. Powerful serve. And it goes right into the net. That is 9-20. And we have number 20 again. Garrett is now serving for Lindenwood Lynx. It's up. It's into the net. Sadly, 9-21 is the new score. We have some substitutions coming in for the Cougars, number 10 and number 20, Eli Rockards and Megan Musselman. And we have Musselman serving for the Cougars. It's up, it's over, and it is nice dig from number 14. Garrett with the strong spike, but it goes right out of bounds, which is kind of, it's great effort from Garrett. She has really been a stronghold in bringing the energy to this court, but that's just not enough for this set. 9-22 is the new score. Number 20, Musselman, is now serving once again. Gets right over just barely. Number 3, and that is a kill from Brianna Webb, and number 4 could not stop it for the Cougars whatsoever. And that's beautiful. That's just a beautiful play. They faked. It was a fake from Szymborski, and Brianna just came right down with it. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Textbook. All right, we have number 11 for the Lindenwood Lynx, Shelby Say. Very strong serve. Great rally, but out of bounds. It is now 10-23. Yes, there we go. Just waiting for the score to change. It is up. Garrett, great dig. great effort. Brianna Webb trying to save that loose ball. Just did not come as a success. Brianna Webb had a great game last time we were here with Missouri Valley College, saving the ball from nearly the stands for a game winner in set 5 last time we were here. Brianna. Oh. And that is the first set, 10-25. The Cougars made quick work of the Lindenwood Lynx. And now they are switching courts.
Switching sides.
Switching sides. Switching sides. Yes, they are switching sides.
Them switching sides. We'll take a short break. Stick around. This is Lindenwood Lynx Volleyball. And welcome back to Lindenwood Lynx Arena here at the campus of Lindenwood University Belleville. Thank you for tuning in here on LBTV, Charter Spectrum Channel 989, St. Clair and Clinton counties, as well as you tuning in on YouTube. I'm Sean Michael alongside Corinthian neighbors.
Woohoo!
That first game for the Lindenwood Lynx did not go very well. It was 25-9 score. We know why now, why Columbia College Cougars are the 12th ranked team in the country.
Yes. Well, only 2 losses, but so far down. And there are undefeated teams in NAIA division right now who are ranked as low as 24th in the coaches poll, which is crazy. But I don't make the rules or know who they're playing right now, so I really can't judge or complain. Alrighty.
So the Cougars will have first serve here in the second game. They lead 1-0 in this best of 5. Doing the honors will be number 6, Luis Ferreira. And her serve is out of bounds, and this is the first lead that the Lynx have had tonight, 1-0. And a substitution being made now for the Lynx. A couple of newcomers into the game. One of them going to go to serve right now. That'd be number 11, Shelby Say, who started this game. She will have this. She will have her say in the serve right here. Up and over. Cougars look to get it set up. Spike right down, but net infraction. That will be a point for the Lynx. So 2-0 the Lynx lead, and Shelby Say will get another crack at the serve.
2-0. Now, the confidence is building right now. I can feel it. The bench is, well, not really the bench, but, you know, other players who are not in.
Saved near the net, and a very good job of doing so right there, as that one was close to the net on the second hit. And so a very good job of doing of saving point for the Cougars right there in number 17 for the Cougars, Jacqueline Silva doing a good job. And now serving for the Cougars, Branson. Schaller does a good dig right there on the first hit, up at the line, at the net rather, out of bounds, a little too strong on the serve there. On the spike, Diana Shamrosky.
Now, I don't know if you saw, but what the Cougars did, they tipped the ball back, which really confused the blockers for the Lindenwood Lynx, giving them that second point.
Schaller, that
first point, I'm sorry.
Cross to the near. It looked to be touched in front, but it went out of bounds. Was not touched in front nonetheless. The Cougars have the lead, 3 points in a row right here.
So what they can really do right now is try to stop the momentum of the Cougars, because once they get on a roll, they get on a roll and they just take off with it, and that's what we saw last set. So what they need to really do, which I suggest, is try and give a little bit more effort from the players who are swapping in right now, because the starting lineup, they're holding down the fort. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're getting great digs, great hits, great sets. Not sets. Great sets. I'm sorry. But when other players come in, they don't have that same energy, that same power, that same tenacity, and they need that from the whole entire team if they even plan to win.
Schaller on the serve there for the Lynx. They get it on over. Cougars looking to counter the block. It's on the net, trying to be saved. Schaller, she saves it incredibly, but right there on the counter, the Cougars drop that one right in where the coverage was weak. A good rally right there to make it 5-3 in favor of the Cougars. Schaller, good effort there. Like you said, Corinthian. Up in the air still. The third hit by Webb is over. Big kill right there. Schaller, nothing she could do right there. Just hope and pray that that ball hits her correctly. But just nothing she could do right there on the kill right there from number 4. We talked about Kirsten Anderson.
Yes.
So Meyer again gets the first serve over. And that one is a point for the Lynx. It just drops in beyond the fingertips. Number 16, Sydney Branson right there as another substitution being made. Garrett out of the game in for number 15, Jaden Fitzgerald, as Brianna Webb makes the serve here. Just could not get it to go over the net. Just hit the top white of the net. It could not fall in. Jolie Wallig takes her place. Brianna Webb to the bench. And so Kirsten Anderson,
the big bass senior for the Cougars.
Springfield, Illinois, gets that one over in the third hit, unsuccessful. Number 11, Shelby Say, tried to get it over. Had almost a collision with Jolie Wallig, but honestly, looking at it, Jolie Wallig should have taken that ball.
Just a little more communication there, and that would have been a great play.
8-4 the score. Wallig the first hit. Say the set on over and into the corner. That's a point for the Lynx. Jaden Fitzgerald, a very good, accurate spike right there just in the corner. That's where you want it as a spiker. And so Jada Reese to serve from Hueytown, Alabama. Serve a little floater, but it just does not go over the net, so it's 9-5 here in favor of the Cougars. Cougars got the lead at 3-2, and they have not relinquished it since.
The Lynx only down by 4 points, but they can turn this around by a big stop right here from Silva.
So serve just makes it over. Big hit there, rolling out of bounds. Doesn't it go? Big counter here for the Cougars. It goes out of bounds off the touch by the Lynx, and it's 10-5.
Great effort from the blockers, though. They really made a wall for them to get past it, but it just swiveled into the side where the weak side was not there.
Jim Hunstein really using his bench here in this contest. Up near and just over, saving the point. Right back over, a little touch though. A good touch and tap right there by Sydney Branson right at the net. Boy, these Cougars giving the Lynx all they can handle in this game.
And right now, I'm loving the effort from the Lynx. They might be down bad right now, but I love the effort. They are really trying. And Jada Reese is really playing her heart out right now and saving loose balls.
Lee Wallach couldn't get the ball to roll her way on that one in a diving effort by her. Schaller to her left. Another serve here for the Lynx. Schaller's going to go down and get this dig. Up in the air and just tough to handle when the ball's around the net like that, in tight. We saw Jayla Reese had a tough time right there with it, and now the Cougars starting to pull away. We were here last time for our broadcast. That would be against Northwestern University, the last broadcast that we had here. I take that back.
That was
against
I think it was Missouri Valley.
Missouri Valley College, yes. Last time we were here, Missouri Valley College. We have not seen Jim Hunstein use the bench as well as he has, as he did against Missouri Valley College. But utilizing the bench a lot in this game, and this one serve goes into the net by Renner.
I believe that's a factor because he has seen some great effort from his JV team, and he decided to put some of those JV players in the varsity role.
And you see some of the players on the bench for the Lynx wearing those yellow shirts. Those are the warm-up uniforms. Some of the players that were on the – we have an infraction on the line, stepping on the line on the serve. Number 20, Megan Musselman, stepped on the line when she served. That is illegal. So the Lynx get the point there, make it 14-7. Shirley Wallach out of the game. Jada Garrett coming into the game. Excuse me, Jade Garrett, not Jada. That would be Jada Reese. Nonetheless, Garrett from the middle of the backcourt into the net again. The Lynx kind of hurting themselves with these serves here that are just going short into the net.
Just about that's at the 4th point
the
so
fourth
far?
or fifth that has gone that way for the Lynx in this game 2. Simply can't be shooting yourselves in the foot against a top team like the Columbia College Cougars. This one going back. First hit, very good. Set up to Webb, who is blocked and denied. My goodness.
A very tenacious spike attempt by Brianna Webb, but she was met by a wall that could not be penetrated. Crazy. It's just
Columbia
crazy.
College Cougars, they are hungry at the wall, and they're just seemingly blocking everything at this point.
Yes.
Reese. Clark on over. Back row hit from Anderson, but the Lynx deny it. Webb got the kill, but the return right back, and she spikes it in on the line. Brianna Webb, a big point right there. Make it 16-8.
Great leaping ability. Like 2 big spikes in a row. That's impressive.
All righty, who's ever running scoreboard here is a little behind or a little ahead there. Just now they finally put the 16-8. So say the serve here. Right, and a big one right there. Big spike from number 15, Raven Buckley. Beg your pardon, that was 16, Sydney Branson, who now gets the serve. 17-8. That one goes out of bounds, make it 17-9. So Emily Schaller will get the serve here for the Lynx, serving from the left side in the backcourt.
And if we really look at the lineup, the Cougars really have some tall players. Like they have about at least 7 or 8 players who are at 5'11" or 6 feet.
Put it this way: their shortest player is 5'6".
Yes, that's
their tallest player, is 6 foot even.
And you want to add shoes into that? You're probably solid 6'1", solid 6'2".
Right touch at the net there, but it's blocked by the Lynx. Cougars look to get it reset up again. Schaller, the second hit. Shamrowski gets it on over. Good volley here by these two teams, and a touch at the net, deflected it on the back. Garrett couldn't get to it, and another point for the Cougars. So Shelby Meyer, the junior libero, will take this one. Garrett the first hit. Say at the net for Renner. Schaller saving this one here. Say to Webb. And saved by the Cougars. Set it on up to number 17. Silva blocked, but the ball goes out of bounds.
I think that was the first solid block I've seen, but not really a successful block, but a block I've seen this whole game. They can keep that up, they can really shut down the Cougars.
They're down 20-9 here, and a net infraction, so it'll be a Lynx point, 20-10 now. Make it. Now Brianna Webb will get the serve.
10-20. They're down bad, they're not out. So if they can change something here, that'd be amazing.
And so now Webb on over. Meyer the dig. And Schaller does the same for the Lynx right there. Touch on the net. Big dig there by Meyer. On over. Good volley here. Right into the net and blocked. Another block right there. I beg your pardon, I said the net. It was blocked by the front three of the Cougars again.
Yes. Speaking of Jacqueline Silva, she's 5'10", so she has some good height to her as well.
Anderson on over. Walla get the first touch. Lynx get it on over, but a good first touch there by number 16. Blocked at the net.
Fantastic block from the Lady Lynx.
Battle for here set, and they got to push it on over. Shamrowski has to do so. Meyer, back row hit. Schaller denies that. Wallach off the net, saved. Big rally here, and just falls in front on the hands of Wallach. She tried her best to get that one. Now
But fantastic effort, though, right?
It was very good effort. Very good effort by both sides. Good rally. I believe it's 23 and 22 on the scoreboard, it says. Right on the shoulders.
Right here.
Big spike, denied. I thought Walla got a piece of that.
Thought that was a perfect dig, but apparently we are not correct.
23-10.
It's looking like the same score as last set, 10-23. And it
falls into the net.
It is 11-23. One more point scored than the last set, so they're making progress, just not winning progress at this point.
So Jada Reese will get the serve here, and right in under the net this time. The Lynx serves tonight just have not been there. To be frank about it.
Whew. And now we have Jacqueline Silva, who is serving for game point. And
this one's up in the air and just out of bounds under the tunnel entrance near us.
And if you are watching this, Jada Reese tried her best to save that ball, and she had a teammate who did not attempt. Now that is the thing I'm talking about. They need more effort from both sides, from everybody on the team.
At the end of game two, the Cougars win that one 25-11. They now lead 2-0 in this best of 3. So the Lynx got to find something here, or else time is running out for them. We'll take a short break here and we'll be back in a little bit. Stick around. This is Lady Lynx Volleyball. And we're back here at Lynx Arena, here at the campus of Lindenwood University, Belleville. Score 2-0 in favor of the Cougars over the Lady Lynx volleyball team. Won the first game 25-9. According to the scoreboard, it's baited said 25-10, but I swore when we counted on hand it was 25-9. But the second game won by a score of 25-11 over our Lynx here. The Lynx have their work cut out for them. Down 2-0. They need to win the next 3 games to win this overall match.
Yes. Now, this is the last set. They really have nothing to lose in a sense. So if they go out, all out, and win a set, they can at least say they won a set to the runner-ups of NAIA championships last year. So
Nearly so. They got the work cut out for them here. They're on the right, defending the into our right, I should say.
All righty. Great energy from number 4, the libero, Emily Schrouder.
Schaller.
Or she is, yep. So
Shelby Say will have the first serve here from Edwardsville, Illinois. Not too far from here, and that serve is out of bounds and too strong. That has been the story of this game here tonight.
The
revolver,
Lynx
not helping themselves on the serves.
The foot, the trigger, gone. Just shooting themselves in the foot.
Raven Buckley the freshman, gonna get her first action here tonight from Columbia, Missouri, going to Columbia College, which is also in Missouri. And that spike is downtown right there.
And that was a beautiful
Shimrowski right there. The good serve by, my goodness, the good spike by her, I should say.
Great set from the setter and an even better spike from the hitter.
Diana Shimrowski with that one.
All righty, we can get that set up again, and she is back over.
Touch, but Meyer was able to defend that. Another fresh 3 here for the Cougars, and that one battled for. Shamrowski couldn't get control of it, and so it's 2-1.
2-1. But that one spike got everybody up on their feet. Hopefully.
So Shelby Meyer is going to take the serve here. Shamrowski is denied at the net. Another big block, this time 13. Bailey Ullery with the block right there, the middle hitter.
We got Shelby Meyer serving for the Cougars.
Shamrowski, big one, but denied. Branson, big spike and big block. But Cougars are able to get it on over.
Never say die, the Cougars say.
Meyer. Up in the air, Schaller stops that.
Fantastic dig.
Big rally here and blocked, but it falls to the floor. Renner had the block, but just did not fall on the right side of the floor. I should say the left side of the floor. It fell on the right side of the floor. But 4-1 now, the Cougars. Shamrowski, a little light touch, and it falls down onto the floor under the Link logo. 4-2 the score now as Brianna Webb coming back into the game for Jade Garrett.
Yes, one of their most powerful
hitters. Jaden Fitzgerald now will have the serve for the Lynx. Fitzgerald from Lesterville, Missouri. You know, I'm looking at the roster of the Cougars, and there's a lot of local Missouri product on their team, as well as some Illinois. They also have some Barbados and Brazil on the roster, and Puerto Rico. If you look at the Lynx roster of players, a lot of people from everywhere, from all over the United States, Argentina, South America. A lot of people from all parts of the world on the roster, as well as all parts of the country. Georgia, Colorado.
Yes, indeed. A lot of Illinois kids for the Lynx.
6-2 now the score for the Cougars. Starting to run away from it in this game.
Just a little bit little history for the Cougars. They had their most winnings coach, Melinda Washington. She was the varsity coach at the Lady Mustang volleyball team, and she went to Columbia College, and she just took off in 2000.
Say gets that ball over. Cougars looking to counter, a little light touch, but saved there by Renner. Shamrowski got the spike over. Cougars countering. Big kill and nothing Schaller could do there as she somersaults over the floor trying to get that dig, but it's 7-2 nonetheless.
Yes, and Jacqueline Silva, she's been everywhere on the court, making great serves, great spikes. She's been doing it all. She's the player of the game for the Cougars.
Anderson to serve. Touch. Anderson again. Say, couldn't get it on over, couldn't save the point. And so it's 8-2. Anderson now. Tallest player on her team. Net infraction on the Lynx, and so it is 9-2.
Going back to their former head coach, Melinda Washington, she had departure for reasons unknown, but she was really the best coach they've ever had with their program. And, you know, it's sad to see her go.
Webb, the strike right there. That one was blocked, but it fell inbounds, and so it is 9-3.
I mean, just broke through the blocker. She didn't care who was in front of her. She was going to get that spike. 3-9 is the score. We got Jada Reese is serving for the Lindenwood Lynx. Gets it over. Great set.
That one is blocked, and that one will. Did that one fall on the Lynx side?
It did. Go right.
Partially blocked by the official right in front of me. I thought it was blocked, but.
Yep. But
10-3 now the score in favor of the Cougars. Wallach, first touch. On over now. Blocked, but it falls out of bounds.
These are some powerful hitters. I know you guys aren't here, so you really can't feel or hear the power behind these spikes, but they are powerful, and the Lynx are just falling under the pressure at this point.
11-3 the score. Wallach the first touch there, and Renner just smacks it on over. This one, a spike, trying to go to the opposite court, but goes right into the net from the hands of 16 Sydney Branson.
Yes, the second returner from last year's runner-up NAIA champions.
And so Renner will have the serve for the Lynx, hitting from the middle and just out of bounds, too strong again on the serve. 12-4. Lynx just having a tough time here this evening.
Yes, indeed. But going into this game, they knew they had the runner-ups. So psychologically, they might have already had a defeat in their head.
What a save there, but it goes out of bounds.
And that was a smart decision by Jada Reese. She saw it going out of bounds, didn't touch it. That's how you got to play. When you play good teams, you got to play smart.
Indeedly so. And now Jaden Fitzgerald coming into the floor for Jolie Walling as Brianna Webb set to make the serve. Right in the middle of the floor. This one rolls off the fingertips. It's going to go behind the bench and out of play, so Brianna Webb will get the ace.
Ooh, it is now 6-12. Coming back just a little bit here. A little glimmer of hope.
Brianna Webb from Naperville, Illinois, suburb of Chicago. Couldn't save that one, though, on the.
Ooh.
Now Brianna Webb coming out of the game for Jade Garrett. And so the serve belongs to Louisa Fajera.
Great
Serves
serve,
right
great
on
serve.
over. First touch, Macy Clark on over, out of bounds. So 15-6. Or 14-6, rather.
And we have Fajera is serving again for the Cougars. It is over. Great dig from Barrett.
Across
Jade,
the court.
and just into the net from the hitter. Great effort, though, from number 15, Jada Fitzgerald.
Jaden Fitzgerald.
Jaden Fitzgerald. The freshman from Lesterville, Missouri.
Another serve here for Ferreira. 15-6.
It's
Right on
over.
over. Clark. Garrett. Fitzgerald on over. Cougars recovering. Been attacking very well at the net here tonight. That one's going to be inbounds off of Fitzgerald. So that one's a point for the Lynx, 15-7.
And way to redeem yourself. The Lynx just redeemed themselves with that fantastic spike. So it's deja vu, 7-15, last set.
Shelby Say, the serve, good one, first serve, but right there, Schaller got the dig, returned it right on over the net. The only thing she could do is that one's blocked at the net, but goes out of bounds.
Just fantastic blocks, left and right.
Schaller got the dig, one of the local products on this team from Freeburg, Illinois. Another local product, Jolie Walled, coming off the bench from New Athens, Illinois.
A lot of Illinois kids.
And Edwardsville, as we mentioned, Shelby Say earlier in the broadcast. Steelville, Illinois, also very local. That one goes right into the net. So a point there for the Lynx, 16-8.
All righty, we got the number 4.
Emily
Schaller. Here we go.
To the net, unfortunately falls down to the floor. So now it is 17-8. Into the net. Was it touched? It was touched and out of bounds. So Lynx will get the point there. 17-9. Brianna Webb coming back into the game for Jay Garrett to attack the front of the net right here as Jaden Fitzgerald coming in now. Up in the air. Block at the net.
Fantastic block in the scoreboard table.
Saved there by the Cougars. Lynx get it on over to Webb. Webb touches. That one was going to go out of bounds, but it was stopped on over. Schaller getting it set up, and Webb's just going to get it on over. Meyer toward the net. Being touched. Cougars get another 3 here. A good rally beginning here. Schaller.
And it is still up in the air. Ball has not touched the ground.
Blocked. Rolls on the net. One more touch. No. It touched the rod on the net, so it is out of bounds. 18-9. Substitution being made. Jolie Walled coming into the game for number 15, Jaden Fitzgerald.
And Sean, how did you like that rally? You think that was a great rally?
Very good rally. It was very, very tenacious on both sides. So
I agree.
Fortunate the Lynx have not come out on the good side of that one right there. This one rolls around, double touch, out of bounds, 19-9 now.
So we have our Cougar senior, Christina Anderson, as the server. She's hoping to end it.
From the capital of the state, Springfield, Illinois, the dig right there. A little low from the hands of Diana Shamrowski. And so she will get credit with the ace, Will Anderson. So Anderson will get another serve here. The southpaw, 20-9 at the score. This one's out of bounds, though, and the Lynx will get the point, 20-10.
So we have a combine of 31 points scored by the Lynx tonight throughout 3 sets so far.
3 games.
3 sets.
Games.
And Sylvia.
Net infraction. It's a point for the Cougars. So it'll be Cougars serve here. Jacqueline Silva now at the serve for the Cougars. And all active on the floor for her squad here this evening.
And here we go. It's up. It's over. It is stopped. Number 4, Anderson. Spike has been blocked. Goes out of bounds.
22-10. The Cougars running away with it.
Now, what have you seen differently this set? Have you seen in the last 2 sets or 2 games? I'm sorry.
It's all right. You know,
In my opinion, I've seen more blocks.
more blocks from the Lynx in this set, like you said.
I've seen a lot more blocks. If this would have came a little more sooner, they would have put a little bit more fear into the Cougars' heart in that first set. But now it might be a little bit too late, too far gone. But I love the effort, and this will be carried on to their next game they have coming up, which is Central Baptist. That's going to be in Arkansas.
Yeah, the Lynx will go on the road for 3 games. They come back here on the 27th.
Against Lincoln College, the newly found NAIA school. They were a JUCO school, but now they're NAIA.
Webb the touch there, almost a double spike it set up that way.
The ball's
Wallach
in the air.
In the air
It's
on over.
over.
Light touch, but just does not fall over right there. So now is match point now here for the Cougars.
Number 20, Megan Musselman. It's up. And that is a great scoop.
24-12.
Brianna Webb's going to be the server.
Brianna
For the
Webb will
Lynx.
serve for the Lynx. This one over. Battled for, and that one falls. And the Cougars will get the victory in Game 3, giving them the victory in the match. 3 games to none as both teams line up at the net for the handshakes and high fives across the net. You can see why the Columbia College Cougars are ranked number 12 in the country. They totally dominated this game and just took it to the Lynx here today. The Lynx made a few mental errors on serves especially.
Yes. I mean,
But
giving up
all the
about-
credit to
yeah.
the Cougars in this matchup here tonight.
If I can give an estimate, they're giving up about maybe 8 or 9 points throughout the game just from silly mistakes. But, you know, what team is perfect?
The Lynx fall 3 games to none here tonight against the Columbia College Cougars. Thank you for tuning in here on LBTV, Charter Spectrum Channel 989 in St. Clair and Clinton counties, as well as you tuning in on YouTube. For everybody here with LBTV and for Corinthian neighbors, I'm Sean Michael. You folks have a great night.
Have a great night.